sparks light up when I step. Batman symbol on my chest. Bruce Wayne fly fresh, so fresh. I'm fresh, nerd fresh, so fresh.
What's up, internet world? It's your boy Casino, and you are tuning in to your very first trailer reaction video from Street Nerdz. That's right, Street Nerdz TV, brand new format that we're doing. Check us out. You can find us right here on YouTube. With me, I got my man Stretcho right here.
Hello.
And of course, we got the homie Casanova over here.
It's Casanova, baby.
And today we're going to be checking out all of the trailers from the upcoming Avengers Endgame movie that's going to be coming out on the 26th, or is that the 25th?
25th is opening night, but yes, all theaters 26th.
That's right.
This is all trailers as well as all TV slots and spots and everything. We'll have a link in the description below.
Boom.
Absolutely. So after we check these trailers out, feel free to watch the trailer with us, and we'll give you our reactions, what we think is going to be happening next, theories, all that good stuff. So let's check it out. All right. So, we just checked out all of those trailers, so we're going to start off with, a couple of our thoughts and opinions on everything that we watched. So, Stretcho, let's start off with you, man. What you think?
Well, the trailers do exactly what they're supposed to, and that's hype us up for the upcoming movie, as if we needed it after 21, 22 movies.
22 movies.
I mean, no one's going to this movie having not seen the other one, hoping that this is their introduction into the MCU.
Yeah.
So, of course, we're going to go see it, but it's always good to have the trailers hype you up. I think it's cool that we've seen a lot of the same trailers, but stuff has changed, so we don't know what is and what isn't. I know in a lot of interviews with the Russo brothers, they've said that they're editing and changing up the trailers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I think it's cool to see one trailer and then come back and see the exact same thing, but with everybody all jumbled up and changed out. So
right, just like they did with the Thor axe thing.
Yeah,
one angle and then a different angle.
We don't know what to expect. I mean, they could be messing with everything. Anybody could be digitally out and inserted in, whatever.
Yeah, they're definitely keeping us as the fan base kind of on our toes by just slight changes in the advertising stuff, from the changing characters on the poster to showing different shots of in each trailer, like you said, just small little subtle variances.
And it definitely captures, I think, the feeling that we've all been feeling after the snap, or the snapping. We saw it happen. It emotionally rocked us to our core as much as any movie can. And then now we're seeing kind of the aftermath, where everyone's just still stunned, and kind of how we've been for the last year. You know, what's going to happen. And that's really what we're doing, is we're just waiting to see what happens. We know things are going to get turned back. We know that several of the characters even have movies that are dust now, so.
Speaking of that, of what's going to happen, what are your top 2 theories that you feel is going to happen with Endgame?
Top 2 theories with Endgame. It's a big popular one. It's been making the rounds around YouTube, but I'm just going to go ahead and jump on the bandwagon. somebody's going to make the ultimate sacrifice. My money is on Cap. He's been kind of foreshadowed. He's been really wanting and ready to make that sacrifice. His contract is up. Chris Evans is looking to bow out. Even in the comic books, you have two people primed and ready to take the place of Captain America. Falcon, who's taken it in the comics. Bucky Barnes, War Machine, Winter Soldier, who's also taken over in the comics. So it makes sense. It would shake things up, take it into the new phases that Marvel's doing. So my prediction, Cap is, if not dies, finds some way to be permanently out of the MCU at this point. My other theory is that Stark's going to get a happy ending.
Okay.
I think it's just
gonna be a happy ending for Tony Stark.
I do. I think.
I didn't
it's
see
gonna.
that one.
Yeah, and a lot of people aren't. I haven't seen this one on there, but Tony Stark's been beaten around a lot. He really has, and I think that his story arc, we all kind of want to see him have a happy ending. I mean, yeah, we've been. We could all use but no, I mean we've all been kind of building up to that. He's been growing as a person. He's been paranoid about all this stuff. He's tried to do the ultimate sacrifice thing in the first Avengers. He's trying to do right by Pepper Potts, but he's got this looming, I've got an alien invasion to fight off in the future over my head. If he pulls this off and succeeds, job done, man. Go relax.
Okay.
Kick your feet up.
All right.
And it would be a good thing for us as the viewers to see, because I think deep down we all kind of want to see a happy ending for these guys.
Right.
We know Cap isn't destined for it, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I really think that it would be kind of cool if they did that for Iron Man, and I would either like to see it, and I do think that's kind of my prediction, that Cap is going to be the one that makes the sacrifice, and Iron Man's gonna get the happy ending where he's like, y'all take over.
Alright, you heard it from the stretch man. He says Tony Stark's gonna get a happy ending. Hey, say in the comments if you think he's full of what. Alright. Kaz, so go ahead and tell us what you thought about the trailers and what would you think?
Look, those trailers, those spark inspiration in you. Man, I'm not gonna lie, I use those trailers to run on the treadmill and watch them on repeat. Those trailers are awesome. They pull you in without giving you too much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that was perfect marketing. Definitely hate spoilers. I hate when I get on the internet and just even a little bit of information might get leaked. So yeah, I love the minimalist tactics they're using. That one with Thor and Captain Marvel though. I like when he walked up on her. I like this one. that one did me. That one did me good.
I think you like that just because that's something you would do.
Absolutely, man.
Absolutely something.
He tried to intimidate. She didn't take it.
Sitting up and pumping his chest out right now. Look at him.
Hilarious.
But go ahead. So that you like that scene from the trailer?
Oh yeah. That one definitely get me hyped. Especially after the mid-credit scene from Captain Marvel. Definitely. Because you didn't see Thor in that mid-credit scene.
Right.
So
You didn't even know where he was at that point.
Exactly. Yeah. So you see him right there. He the one that gave that almost killing blow to Thanos. It's like, all right.
I love how he's also the one that's. I hate to interject here, but I love how he's the one sitting at the table.
Just
while everybody else is arguing and BSing and whatever, and then he's gets up, summons it, and it's like, nah. Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly.
y'all done arguing. I've made my ruling.
It's great. No, it's great.
Okay. So, go ahead and give us your top 2 theories for what you think is going to happen in Endgame.
So, close to what Stretch has said, the whole Cap thing, I almost feel like Tony's ready to make that sacrifice. As much as we want to see him get that happy ending, pause, or not pause, but yeah, I really would like to see Iron Man, go all out, but not that way, but I feel like it might happen, because he is up at his contract, you know what I'm saying? His contract, and Evans is just... Now, granted, Captain America was ready to jump on that grenade on the first Avengers. So there's that. Like it's definitely fitting for Cap to do it. But I don't know. They've set it up too to where it could have happened, and I almost thought it was gonna happen until they released that second trailer. That second trailer kind of upset me. I'm not gonna lie. I said I don't like spoilers. When they showed Tony on the ground with Nebula, I was like, man, let me think he's not gonna make it, cause they already showed Gwyneth Paltrow in her rescue outfit, you know, behind the green screen and everything, and it's like, yo.
Or then they even showed Rhodey, you know, walking in the War Machine suit. So you know they could have
Tony
made
was conspicuously absent.
You know they could have definitely drawn that out a little bit.
Yeah, that I'm not gonna lie, that part disappointed me because it was a friend of mine. Like when I first saw the second trailer, I was having a busy moment, and he hit me up like 2 seconds later. Did you see Tony? He made it back, and I was like, no, let me rewind. I was so busy catching everything else, and oh man, so yeah, that one. But I'm hoping the Russo brothers are playing tricks. Maybe that scene isn't even in there. But my other big thing though, my big theory that I think is happening is I feel we're gonna end up seeing almost all 14 million or something like that ways that they lose.
Yeah, you told
like
me
I really feel like they're gearing up because the way that Captain Marvel came in, you know, right after. And she's like, where's Fury at? You know what I'm saying? She was ready to go. I feel like they're going to go in fast, ready to go do and meet up with Thanos. And then, bam, they lose again. And then we see them lose again. And then
so you
we
think
see them lose
like
again.
A Dormammu move.
I almost feel like that.
But like where they're almost hopping through the different.
They have to go through it. Yeah, they have to go through
the alternate time.
Exactly. Like they literally, that's my theory. Like I really feel like that's the 3 hours. We're gonna spend the 3 hours watching that.
Okay. Now see, that's pretty good. I can honestly say I personally have not heard anybody say that one online. Okay. That is interesting. That's a pretty good one. All right, so y'all heard Casanova's theories. Let us know down in the comments if you agree. Is the next movie going to be a jaunt through all of the various realities and timelines where they lost and they got to find the one where they win? It's a pretty good theory. Who'd have thought that the thug out of the group would have came up with that?
I'm all over here sitting there. This could be sunshine and rainbows. The cat's like, we're going to watch him lose 100 million times.
100 million times. Death after death. Endgame.
3 hours, 20 minutes.
We're taking you on an emotional roller coaster. You think they're going to win? Nope, they lost again.
Hopefully for the kids. Kaz is
Hey, they need to learn. Life is hard.
Right? Sit down, kids. Watch Captain America
14 million down to get back up.
Learn what life is really about. All right. So my thoughts of the trailers. The very first one. I mean, when I saw it on the Super Bowl, I mean, I was blown away. It tugs at all of the heartstrings. It really lets you know, like, it really plays into how long we've been watching this stuff. Because I remember growing up. When I was in school, like comic books and stuff like that, that was like, you got picked on for reading that type of stuff. Like that was when nerd was, you know, a derogatory term. You get called a nerd, you had to be ready to fight. Now it's kind of like anything that you're really into is like, oh, I'm a nerd, I'm a food nerd, and you know, so you know, the terms and the terminology is completely different. But also with the movies and the fact that I remember watching the first Iron Man movie and thinking like, I don't know what this is going to be like. And then I saw it and completely blown away.
I knew it was going to be something. I did not know it was going to be this. I thought we would get 5 or 6 movies, maybe an Avengers movie, not 10 years and 20 plus
Definitely
movies.
not. Yeah, I had no idea.
It blew me away as far as that was concerned.
I kind of went in with the mindset of, you know, the Fantastic Four movies before that were trash.
Yeah. Daredevil was no good.
It's trash. The only
Guilty pleasure of mine, by the way.
Okay. But really, at that time, the only like straight up Marvel movies I really enjoyed was like Blade and Blade 2. I liked DC movies way better. I thought the Batman movies were good, and at that point, we had Batman Begins and Dark Knight was coming out. So I mean, I was totally not on the Marvel train at the time when that came out. But since then, and every subsequent movie, it draws you more and more in. And so that first trailer, it just really tugs on, if you're invested in the characters, it really tugs on those emotional strings, and you're like, man, you're really wondering, is Tony gonna make it back from this? Is that how he's gonna end?
Right.
Kind of. So I was also disappointed at the following trailers, but that initial trailer blew me away. Now the other trailer, or the portion of a trailer that I really liked, and you spoke on it when we were watching it, when they go back to the first Iron Man movie, and it's in the black and white scene, when he's in the prototype suit.
Yep.
I mean, like, just really great imagery. The way they added that in there, and then kind of give you those black and white shots. It really makes you also feel visually the passage of time in watching it.
How far they've come.
Yeah.
Man.
So I mean, awesome trailers. Like I said, also I think Marvel and the WWE make the best trailers. Make the best, promo reel tapes and stuff like that. I mean, they're masters at what they do. So, I mean, I'm super excited and stoked. I mean, everybody that's watching, of course, I mean, y'all are watching us do a review on it. So, I mean, clearly pretty good trailer. So,
Amen.
all right, so to my theories. All right. So, I'm going to differ from both of you in this one.
Okay.
I do think there's going to be a sacrifice.
Sure.
Okay.
Somebody's got to die.
I think several people will die.
Okay.
But the big one, so here's where I agree. I do think Tony Stark isn't going to die.
Mm-hmm.
I think he'll retire from Iron Man and pass that on to somebody else, right? So I do think that one. And where I agree with you is I do think Captain America is going to die.
Yes.
But I think people are expecting those. People are already, the big argument is it going to be Iron Man or Captain America, right? They're a little bit craftier than that. So my prediction is Black Widow. Black Widow's going to die.
Because they are doing her prequel movie.
Bam.
It's not an afterward, it's a prequel movie. You are right. And she's the only human, technically. Like, Hawkeye has his can't miss, but she got just skills.
Yeah.
She's got trained skills.
She can just
That's
fight.
it. Yeah.
She's just good at it, but she's got no superpowers.
Yeah.
She had no superpowers. She almost bought the farm several times in Infinity Game.
Now, do you
Infinity War.
think she's going to die, completing the mission, or is she going to die
She's going to sacrifice herself either for one of two things.
Okay.
All right, now one of them, I will never
Tell
bite.
us in the comments if you agree.
I'll never bite an idea.
Do so, please.
And present it as my own. So I heard this on Matt Pat's channel.
Okay.
This portion of it, and I agree 100%. So I think one way she'll die is she might die, and that's what makes Banner let loose the Hulk.
Oh yeah, that would kind of
Right?
piss him off.
Wow, okay.
And then her sacrifice isn't. She sacrifices herself.
Beat that out.
She sacrifices herself to save Banner,
Okay.
and that's what allows him to trigger and turn into the Hulk.
To Hulk out.
So I think that may be one of them.
That's a good theory.
Or she just flat out sacrifices herself, and she has to go out in a huge heroic way in order to get people to really buy into this prequel.
Well, see, to follow that up, I can't, just like you said, I don't want to take full credit. I saw it on one of these YouTube channels, and I'm so sorry that I can't remember which one. But they had pointed out that she had said before, he had almost had the same kind of conclusion. She's got red in her ledger, and she'd like to wipe it out.
Absolutely.
Wipe out the ledger.
And hey, what better way than to make amends for bad actions than save the universe?
Yeah,
I thought she
they,
did
they
that
say
when
that's
she
the ultimate
confusingly
sacrifice.
tricked Loki into giving up his plan.
Well, we'll get back to that. That's my second big theory that I really think out of all of it is all right, and I ain't gonna lie, this one's definitely a stretch. It kind of ties into what you said. But I think what'll end up happening is I don't know how I feel about if I want them to do jumps through all of these different timelines, but what I could see possibly happening is they hit a timeline where most of the core members do have to die, and we end up losing maybe all of them except one or two, or those ones that need to help to transition for the next phase. But I really think we're probably going to see the death of at least, my prediction, we're going to probably see the death of at least 4 of them.
Gotcha.
for the majors.
People gotta die.
You know, not just
Because then you have to avenge.
yeah, hey,
So,
yeah, because then you gotta avenge.
Look at that.
So hey, we appreciate you tuning in with us here at Street Nerdz TV. This is our first review, and it's the first of many to come. We're going to be doing a lot of reviews. We're going to be doing some skits. We're going to do sketches. You name it, all sorts of different things we're going to be coming to you guys here on Street Nerdz TV.
We'll also have a reaction to what we saw of Endgame.
Oh, yeah.
After it comes out. So
we're
be
checking
sure
it
to check on
out
that.
this week, so yeah.
We'll be checking it out this weekend. And
It'll be a reaction, no spoilers.
reactions,
No
no spoilers.
spoilers.
Not
We
even
don't
a
do that.
review.
Absolutely.
We don't do that.
It's just gonna be a reaction.
Yeah. And
What
hey,
we thought.
go with it. No spoilers with the Avengers.
Yeah.
Let's try
No
to run with
spoilers.
it. That way everybody can get the same feeling going into the
Amen.
movie. And
Enjoy
as
it.
those of us, the first time we go and really enjoy it and be surprised. I mean, it's been a 10-year journey. So let's see what happens. And let's see what happens here at the end. But once again, we appreciate you tuning in to Street Nerdz TV. Y'all know what it is. Street Nerdz with a Z. We'll holler at you later.
Like and subscribe.
Peace.
Leave your hateful comments below.
Boom, bitch.
Walk light up when I step